poop jokes tonight. I'm really excited. This is my first time doing this show, and you guys seem like a really fun crowd. Has anyone else figured out why jaywalking is still a crime? I figure just let natural selection do its thing, you know? So I take self-care really seriously. I like to use wholesome products. Does anyone here own coconut oil at home?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so you know the miraculous healing benefits of coconut oil. Okay, so I was doing a hair mask the other day, and I had some extra coconut oil left over, so I just started like wiping on my face and on my arms. And before I knew it, I was one with the coconut. And I feel like that's the pinnacle of self-care. It's when you harness the nutrients of lesser organisms and infuse its essence into yourself. I'm not a psychopath, I thought I'd clarify. A little bit more about myself. So I'm actually an optometry student here at Pacific, so right next to... Oh, thank you! Yeah. So it's nice to see you undergrads every once in a while, other than just grabbing my lunch here. And some of my classmates came out as well, those lovely people supporting, and really all of you, like coming out and supporting live musicians and comedy, so give yourselves a big round of applause. Yeah, you deserve it. So optometry, it's a pretty stressful program, especially in your second year. I'm pretty sure I've developed some sort of irritable bowel syndrome secondary to stress. And yeah, it's devastating. The worst is when my classmates are practicing on me and they ask me which is better, 1 or 2. And I want to say 1, but deep down I know it's always going to be 2. So that's what my life has come to now, you know, getting stressed out from school and telling poop jokes on stage. So now let's talk about fear. So I only get scared of like hearing sounds at night when things are going really well in life. And it makes sense if you think about it, right? Because like when things are going well, I'm happy. Like the last thing I want is for some burglar or rapist to break in and just ruin my hot streak. And on the other hand, like when things aren't going well, then I'm like, you might as well put me out of my misery. Like, okay, getting a gash to the neck, sure, I'll take that over the crippling weight of existential dread. But fear is a powerful emotion. It really is. And I'll illustrate it with this example. What happens when you buy fruit in quantities that aren't the quantities that grocery stores recommend? Like what if you only need 3 kiwis, but they're selling them for 4 for $1? I think what they're doing here is they're playing on this irrational psychological fear we have of unknown consequences. And what's the result of all this? I've got 12 lemons sitting in my fridge because I can't face my inner demons. Oh, laugh like you're better than me. But I'll tell you what I'm really scared of. I'm scared of my mom. Because she's unpredictable. Like the other day, we caught her trying to cook bread on a frying pan on the stovetop with olive oil. And she wasn't even making grilled cheese. She was just straight up cooking bread. And so we're just like kind of scared to ask, you know, hesitantly we finally said, you know, we have a toaster, right? And she looked at us like we were crazy and said, toasters are for emergencies. This is how you're supposed to cook bread. Now I'm thinking, what kind of emergencies are you having? Like, I don't know, is breakfast considered an emergency? Like, oh, I woke up and I really didn't want to, so fire up the toaster, Mom. All right, you guys have been really fun. Thank you so much.